Alright, so I set up the board exactly like you showed me in your photo. I plugged mine all together with the DE-10 Nano and the Super Expansion board. And now I'm going to show you how I pull it apart, so you can try replicating that. So what I do is I just start prying it gently by putting my fingers together, and I start pulling it apart side, and then I just you can see it's starting to come apart there, and you just keep pulling it apart a little bit at a time. Well, it's starting to come apart, and you just kind of put your thumbs together and you push against each other. And you do the same thing on the other side. I'll take my SD card out here. And then you just keep pulling it apart a little bit at a time. You see it's separating, and the standoffs are getting loose. A little bit here, a little bit there, and you keep working at it until it pops apart like that. Over here, we're almost got it apart, and then it's just separated. And then you just pull the standoffs off. And then you can just take and put it back together without that stuff. And just make sure everything's all lined up, and then you squeeze it back together just a little bit at a time so nothing binds. The gap along there is closing, and then just like that, and now you have the board taken apart and reassembled without the standoffs. And then what you do with the case is you make sure that these little guys here, these little things are in the case. So, get down into it. Keep recording. I'm just gonna turn on the light so it's a little bit brighter, because I don't feel like cutting a video. This is just for you. So as you can see in here, these little guys are here. So you put them into the bottom of the case. You screw the bottom in, of course. Then you take your assembled board. Big wide opening is where the VGA goes. Right here. Right there. In this opening here. Then you just drop it in there, and again you just kind of wiggle it down into place until it lands in the bottom. And what can happen, which happened to me, is I tilted it and that little support piece came out, so I'm going to have to wiggle this thing out again. Have to make sure that it stays flat. And there, so that's flush there, that's flush there, and then you put the button block in like that. That's on that side, and this one goes over the VGA port, and you pop the buttons in, whatever colors you desire, into the frame. We've got black, white, and red. And then you take the lid. Where did I put the lid? Okay, here's a lid. And then you just make sure that it goes into the holes and onto it. Put your screws in, and the buttons work, and it's in. So that's how you do it.